Yo, what up everyone? I'm WordyKlay from Beijing. I'm a film director. A lot of friends suggested me that I could make videos of sharing professional filmmaking knowledge, but I have been refused for a long time. The reason is simple. The truly A player is always having a ball on the field. It doesn't have the time to teach others how to play. Unless I'm already a famous film director, won a numbers of awards. Maybe I'm too old to work in the front line. That way, probably I would rather take a step back and share my professional knowledge after so many years shining on the field. But I think it's too early for me to do that now. Besides, I don't like to show off in front of so many real masters. However, how did I make my mind through finally to think it's okay to share something? I have to start from one thing. One day I watched a film and I talked about it with my confidant. I said to him, you know what, I'm so disappointed with it because there are so many mistakes in terms of audiovisual linguistics. Not only I know which shot the problem is in, but also I know how to correct them to solve the problem. But maybe I don't get to see that before I can shoot a better feature film. And then he said to me, no, you don't need to see that. You are just too harsh to yourself. Everyone has the right to make a comment, no matter whether you are working in the film industry or not. Anyone can say anything on any shit. To be honest, I was a little shocked when I first heard that. Then I started to think, oh, he was right. I was just too harsh to myself all these years. I didn't realize how much I love cinema and filmmaking until that day he told me that. Even when I sleep, there are camera movements in my dreams. There are well-designed blocking and stagings in my dreams. Sometimes even background music, and I can hear it. It is true, but I guess nobody would like to believe me, which doesn't matter. After all, I've got used to it. So, if I love it so much, maybe I can really make some contribution no matter how tiny it is. So I started to think, what would be the right way? Share professional knowledge? No. If those who want to learn professional knowledge should better go to college. I would rather talk about the common knowledge and basic sense of film industry. If by watching my videos, those who are not working in the film industry can learn more knowledge from our field and show more respect, maybe show more respect to our filmmakers, I think I would be feeling so warm. That's how I make through my mind. Okay, so much for the previous part. What I'm really gonna be talking about today is that if you wanna shoot a film, or a short film, or a commercial, a video, or whatever it is, as long as you have a shooting demand. How to give a good brief and how to brief efficiently. You know, there's really a lot of people totally have no idea how to do it. Even some agency clients who seems to be professional. Most commonly situation would be like this. Hey Wordy, haven't seen you for a while, how have you been? Hey, can't be better, you know me, busy but chilling all the time. So what up? I wanna shoot a commercial. You know, my idea is blah 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 blah. 1,000 years later. Can you do this and give me a quotation? Every time I hear this, the inner voice from my head is like, how can I give you a quotation with such limited information? First, I was a creative trainer at Apple. We have a completely systematic working method to cope with any possible workflow that we may face every day. It's highly efficient and I have got used to it. But I know I cannot expect others to match this system. But at least there are some common knowledge that you should know when you decide to give a brief. First, how long do you intend to have a first discussion on phone? A good example would be like this. Hey Wordy, are you convenient to talk now? Can I spend 10 minutes to talk about a coming project that you may be interested in? Or if you can't talk now, you can call me back later at your earliest convenience. 2. Prepare a document file of your brief. Don't just send short messages through chatting apps or only through phone calls. An email is always a better choice. It will be more efficient and more professional. In the document file, these things should be included. Project deadline. What time do you intend to get all these things done? For any professional ones, we always have multiple tasks on the go. We have time schedule for each project. You should be aware we don't only work for you. So, only by telling us your time schedule for your project, we can talk further. Otherwise, you may waste your time talking too much until you realize it is too late. Duration. Say 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 10 minutes. Is it a short film? Is it a commercial? Usually, the longer of your video, more expensive it will be. Aspect ratio. 21:9, 16:9, or even 9:16 vertical for smartphone. Different aspect ratio will affect what equipment we're gonna use. If accessories or more stuff will be needed. Detailed ideas or requirements. What is your story? What's your plan? What do you intend to do? How do you want to shoot it? Is there any particular element that you want to put in? Is there any particular location that you want to show up? The more detailed of your requirements, the better of the effect. Background information. Is there anything will help us understand your project? Why do you want to make this? Is there any material that you can provide us to learn? Any website that we can get further information? If we know your purpose, we are aligned. Otherwise, our power may be distracted during the production process. It's more likely to create a better work when we align first. Reference video. During briefing, there are information gaps. Maybe you tried your best to explain your idea and your concept, but others may not get it 100%. Imagination in different brain could be so different. So, reference video could always be a good tool to shape your idea, to make your explanation more clear and lucid. If necessary, you can use 2 to 3 or even more reference videos to explain your idea. Maybe one is for footage style, maybe another one is for acting mood, for sound design, maybe another one is for motion graphic, etc. Budget. The most important thing is always the budget. Different budget, different quality. The logic is very simple. You can spend $20 to have a meal, and you can also spend $200 to have a meal. It is totally different. So don't just ask for a price. You should let us know how much you can spend on this project. Budget somehow prove how important is the project. And you really need to trust the professionals. We are not robbers or thieves. We ain't stealing your money. We know how to make full use of your money to create the best effect within the limit. So be open, be cool, and be honest. Tell us your budget. It will save you and save us a lot of time, trust me. After you provide a document file contains all those things above and have a further discussion nicely, then we can estimate your project and provide a rough price. Never think you will get a quick price immediately after you send a short message only by telling us you have a shooting demand. That will only prove you are an amateur and somehow will harm our friendship. Besides all this, you also need to make clear when do you intend to sign the contract and the pattern of payment. Alright, that is a roughly quick idea of how to make a wise inquiry and how to brief. If this video is helpful for you, don't forget to like it and follow me. If there is anything that you want to know, you can write a comment below. I will talk about it later in the next video. Okay guys, I am WordyKlay from Beijing. I'll see you next time.